Hello people of the internet, I'm Tatiana and today we're gonna have a look at the Glossier holiday collection for this year. I love this brand, I have been obsessed with them since I was a teenager, and every YouTuber and the OG influencer was posting the cloud paints and the little lip balms. But until recently I haven't been able to order it to Europe. Only like 3-ish years ago they started delivering here, so I've been able to order their products and my inner child is extremely happy. So we're doing another holiday haul this year. All of the products that I have here today were purchased with my own money. I am sadly not on their PR list yet. Maybe one day, who knows, but not for now. I'm trying to be a bit mindful about how much money I'm spending, so I only bought the stuff that I actually think I will use, although I was very intrigued to get everything. Well, let's have a look at it, shall we? A little ASMR unboxing. There were a lot of options this year and I really like what they did with the packaging. I think last year they did just the paper packaging that you would hang on like a Christmas tree, which was cute, but this year they went with metallic boxes, which is really exciting because it's something that you can reuse then. There were sets of lipsticks, there were limited edition lip balms, there were many blushes. It looks like they also came out with a limited edition fragrance, which I was really intrigued to try, but it's only full size and it's rather pricey, so I didn't go with it. I think if they did minis of the Lily Haze collection, I would have definitely gotten something, but like a huge candle worth 54 euros with something that you don't know how it smells seems like a lot, you know? I think a lot of times they don't really think about people that aren't able to go to their physical stores to smell these products. I think that's quite a shame because there are a lot of international customers who don't have this option, so having minis or like, you know, little gifts that come with your order would be super nice, especially when it comes to fragrances that are new. While we're talking about fragrances, I actually ordered the Glossier You Wardrobe. It's a set of all their perfumes. I have been using Glossier You for quite a while now. I got a chance to smell it while I was in New York and I purchased it because it's such a unique smell, but it smells super clean but also really interesting, so I'm a huge fan of that. And I think I'm like 3/4 done with it, but before I repurchase the same one I wanted to have a look at the other fragrances that they released not too long ago. So they have the Glossier You Doux, Glossier You Rêve and Glossier You Fleur, and it's just a little set with all the fragrances. I think this is a cute gift for somebody who maybe wanted to try these fragrances but isn't sure which one they want to try, or a cute gift for yourself when you cannot decide. So I'm curious to try mainly the Rêve one. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. Glossier You Rêve is buttercream, plum butter, toasted almond, iris, sandalwood, and the base is ambrox. I think this is something that's a base in all of these perfumes. It's what I think makes it smell so clean and kind of unique to everybody who wears it. Ooh, that did not spray very nice. I think I'm actually really glad I waited until they released this tester size instead of buying a full size, because on paper this smelled amazing to me, but in reality I'm not really a fan. I'm also not sure if I'm smelling the notes that it says it has. I think I mostly smell the sandalwood and the iris, and it's not really hitting quite right for me. I was hoping for more of a plummy, fruity smell that's also kind of sweet, but I don't think this is it. I think it's more floral in the end. Next up is the Glossier You Fleur. I'm really struggling with the French words. It doesn't really seem like it has floral scents. It's more like salty and apricot-y, and I don't know what the hard things are. What are these things? Okay, well, let's just smell it. The perfumes are very alcohol-y when you spray them right off the bat. I have to say I'm kind of surprised I like this one. I didn't think I would. It's kind of sweet, obviously clean, but it does still smell a bit florally. I think I'm gonna keep this bit short because I really cannot describe perfumes. I just wanted to try them, but I can't talk about them. But let's keep moving. Let's also do the Glossier You Doux. Where do I spray that to smell that? I know you're supposed to spray it on your skin to actually know what it exactly smells like on you, but it would mix with what I already tried, so I'm gonna use this little piece of packaging paper that they sent me. Okay, so this one is Sweet Violet, Palo Santo, Frankincense, and Myrrh, and obviously the base is Ambrox. I think this is the first one of these that actually smells like what it says it does. Like, you can definitely smell the violet off the top. It's quite a nice florally scent. I'm not usually a fan of floral scents, but I feel like this one isn't so intense. Like, for example, this Gucci fragrances, the Flora ones, they are so disgusting in my opinion. Like, I'm sorry to anybody who's wearing them, but that is like the definition of a cheap perfume to me, although they are not cheap. And in general, when it comes to the floral perfumes, I stay away from them. I prefer something a little more spicy and sweet, and I know that like this one isn't necessarily it. This is just like the everyday clean perfume, but I feel like because it's so simple, you don't really smell the floral tones in it. I think I'm gonna stick with the original Glossier You. I would give a chance to these one more time, but I am glad I only got the small set and not the full sizes, because I think I would have been very disappointed. Moving on to the Cloud Paint. It's a mini packaging that comes with 3 shades, Glisten, Afterglow, and Crimson. How cute. I think this is really beautiful. I'm a big fan of the Cloud Paint, and I think a little goes a long way. I've had this one for quite a while now. I think this is one of the first things that I actually bought from them, and there's still so much left. Like, you only need a teeny tiny bit, especially if you're applying it with your finger. It's so pigmented. I'm actually wearing it today, and I tried applying it with a fluffy makeup brush, like with this one, and I think it really makes it look a lot more natural and more like it's coming from within your skin rather than sitting on top, compared to when you use your finger. But you do need a little more product when you're using a brush, because obviously it soaks it in a little bit. I love this, and I think it's definitely worth the money because this will last you forever. And I wanted to try different shades now. And I think it's also quite exciting that 2 of them are glittery. Oh, that's too much. No. Okay, well, this is Crimson. This is the non-sparkly one. Oh, I definitely used way too much. The camera is picking it up a bit too dark compared to what it really is. I will also put it over here. Slightly more sheer. Oh my god, you see how much that does? I will actually just put it on my face. The Crimson one, I would call it a bit more of a summery shade, or like something that you wear when you wear light colored clothing. I think it's rather similar to the Storm, but I think this one is a little more brownish, and I think this works a bit nicer when you're wearing dark clothing. This one is more pinkish, reddish, and this one is a bit more brown, but it's definitely not as brown as it looks like on the camera right now. Moving on to the next pink shade. It's the Afterglow. It's the glittery one. This is the teeny tiny bit. I feel like everything looks so much darker on the camera. But it's this like bright plum color, and there's barely anything in it. It's not really full. There is no way. So this is supposed to be double this, but somehow it feels like there is so much more in here than in here. Like, look how much I'm squeezing it. Okay, never mind. Here it is, a little more pigmented. And I'll put it on this other side. I don't really know if it really adds any glow necessarily. Like, there is a little bit of glitter specks, and I guess under some light you could see it better. Maybe I'm colorblind, but somehow I feel like all these pinks kind of look the same. So I'm really curious about the orange one. This one is in the shade Glisten. No! Oh my god, that is way too much again. Why does this keep happening? That's like half of this thing. Oh, okay, that's a fun color. I like that this one is a bit different, but then again, I don't really see the sparkles in there. This is a really nice orangey brown color. I was a bit worried that it would be super light, but this one I think would look amazing, especially on the darker skin tones. And this is them all next to each other. This is Glisten, Afterglow, and Crimson. Yeah, but using these is definitely messy and they kind of explode, so be careful. Can't really tell the difference on my face though. I originally had the Storm one on, but then I put the Crimson on this side and Afterglow on this side, and I feel like they're both just kind of the same, and I don't think it really added any glow here. One thing about these is that they stay on for the longest time and it's kind of impossible to take them off, which is nice, like you want your makeup to stay. But then I had a look in the mirror and it really does look kind of identical on my face, so that's a bit confusing. Anyways, I'm excited to play around with these. I also use them as lipstick because I don't know, why not? That's also part of the reason why I didn't buy the lipstick trio. But then again, you can also use your lipstick as a blush. I just feel like these last a bit longer. Next up, we have the limited edition Balms Dotcoms, and I'm really excited about all of them. I couldn't decide, so I took them all, and I really like using these. I think my favorite one is the hot cocoa one. I think that was also one of the first things that I actually bought from them. It was a limited edition one and they didn't bring it back this year, which I think is a shame because I think that was so far the best one they have done. But I'm really excited to try these as well. This is Sparkling Rosé. Then we also have the Peppermint Bark and Ginger Snap in the little set. I'm gonna start with the Christmas packaging. Gorge. That actually smells like Christmas. It's so funny how these behave when it's cold outside. I was really excited about this one because it looks like it's this really nice brownish sheer color. I'm also really glad they went back to their original formula because I bought the birthday one and it was at the time when they were doing this vegan switch and it's really not as moisturizing as these are. Anyways, it's the Ginger Snap. Feels like I want cookies and ginger tea right now. I feel like this one is way more sheer than it seemed like it was going to be online. It definitely has this like brownish undertone, but it's super subtle compared to the hot cocoa one or the espresso one that they had the previous years. I think the espresso one is actually not a limited collection and they actually have it available all the time. I didn't know that that was a thing. I thought it was only a limited edition. But yeah, it's definitely a light brownish tone, but super sheer. Very nice, very hydrating. Peppermint Bark. I think this one is supposed to be more like clear. Wait, it's sparkly. Can you see it? Now that it's like right under my nose, I'm not the biggest fan of the smell, but it feels like it kind of helps you breathe. It also feels like it tingles a little bit. Kind of feels medical somehow. Okay, yeah, I'm not really a fan of this one. From the way it feels and the way it smells, I like the way this looks, but this is not really doing it for me. And then the last one is the Sparkling Rosé one. It smells like chewing gum. And it's also really sparkly, but with a bit more of a pink sheer tint in it. I think the Peppermint Bark has more like a golden and pink shimmer in it. And this one is more like white and pink. And the base is also a little bit pink, while this one is pretty much just clear, but it's really hard to see this way. Okay, this one is beautiful and it smells so good. This is what it looks like. And I think this one is really beautiful and I will be using it a lot. I don't know what's up with the peppermint one. I was really excited about the little sparkle in this, but I really don't like how this feels on my lips. This one and the Sparkling Rosé one doesn't feel like it's tingling me or like causing any kind of reaction, and I can see myself using this one and that one, but I feel like this one is a pass for me. I feel like this video was kind of chaotic. It was a good reminder why I stopped doing all of the makeup videos. I'm kind of all over the place, but I still hope that this was maybe a little bit helpful for you to see if you want to purchase anything from this year's holiday collection. I have to say I was more excited about the one last year, but I think this year's packaging kind of makes up for it. Please let me know what you thought about the collection this year. If you purchased anything, what do you think about the brand in general? Let's chat in the comments. Oh, and I almost forgot, this is the seasonal sticker. This is for fall, I think. It's not the Christmas one yet. It's not really too important for me, but I know a bunch of people collect these, so I thought I would show you which ones in here right now. And by the way, I selected that I want the pink pouch and they didn't send it to me again. I feel like it's not a real thing anymore. Like they just don't package it in the pink pouch anymore. I like putting my travel stuff in it, but oh well, not this year. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time. Bye!